finally picking back up on Phoenix Wright's attorney. There were some personal reasons that I was hesitant to pick this game back up. That's nothing to do with the game. It's a long story, but I'm excited to be playing again. So let's get right back into it. I vaguely remember where I was. We just explored the studio where that samurai was murdered. October 18th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. This is a bad place to start in the middle of the trial. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Testing. Okay. I want to make sure my mic is recording. I don't want a repeat of what happened once before. It is possible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. Let's see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Richard Eccles, the prosecution may call its first witness. Forgot this guy's Sean Connery. Very well. I call a most familiar face. Detective Gumshoe to the stand. And this guy's a prude. And this guy's a moron. He's kind of got the future Gohan haircut. Not Edgeworth, but Detective Gumshoe. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. What? Why is it? Okay. Yes, sir, I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio. See? This here is the employee area. The actors are run through their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works in the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. I don't remember it being laid out like this. The employee area and then the main gate. I thought the employee area was in the dressing room or still after the main. No, that's right. It was the main gate. Then you come down. Okay, never mind. I got it. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Okay, so what I remember also is supposedly there's somebody that's been seen in Studio 2, even though it's supposed to be abandoned. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m., the production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case, in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? What do I have? Pierced through the chest by a spear, guide map. Okay, that's right. Grants access. What's this? Okay, when was this taken? 2 p.m. I'll listen to it again. Describe that one more time. I should have known it'd be you, pal. Fine. Once more for the mentally challenged lawyer. This guy has no room to talk. Yeah, live it up while you can, Gumshoe. Dude, that guy eats crayons. Okay, this is fine. I get this. 1 p.m. Gate. Oh wait, I can't even challenge this. So I don't think there's anything that's a lie, but there's probably stuff that's missing. Skip it. Yeah, I can remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. How medieval. The spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. I don't want to deal with this old hag. Man, remember this ugly. Will the witness declare her name? Old bag. I forgot that was literally her name. My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. Windy Old Bag, dearie. Windy Old Bag. Oh, so how the other gentlemen make fun of me just because my name is Leave it, but there was this boy that kept the chest when you were having called me Old Bag. Well, just grind across the Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. This kind of the witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. Just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, see, that was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. Look how nice she's acting. What a great actress. Maybe give your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Yep, I agree. This is what I challenge. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. It was at the main gate from then until 5 o'clock. I was at the gate. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. Yeah, there's the picture. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. Wait. It's not an objection. Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? Are you talking about this man in the photo? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai defender, Neo Old Tokyo. Kinda looks like he has cauliflower hair in the shot. Make sure my bangs are okay. I just got a haircut today. I'm afraid my hairline is getting wet. Miss Old Bag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Don't talk to me like that. Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean... Yeah, what? Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. We know that. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss witness. Hey, she's catching strays even from the old judge. He's having trouble calling her Old Bag. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? That was you. Okay, can't say that. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised? The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all your information in your possession ahead of time. How was I supposed to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me, this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then. Yeah, let's hear it. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. She wasn't here for the action scene. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See, clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers happening. Dragging his leg. So he had sprained his ankle. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Yep, I know exactly. I saw Powers trip and fall. Hold it! No. I think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped me make it better. I kissed him where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up back up the thing. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. They continued her testimony. Broke on the props. It was a big mess. Say she got you. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. You see he's dragging his leg. Hold it! Break. He broke a prop. Sure did. His own samurai spear. It's a samurai spear. Luckily I was there with my duct tape to fix it. Strikes me as a significant detail. Better write this down in the court record. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Hold it! Yeah, how bad? Why is he not limping still? Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there's one thing that bothers me, which is, where is this Steel Samurai costume now? Yeah, good question. Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. Yeah, it's pretty important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. Excuse me, I got to put out my prude voice. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. That's right. You're sure, Your Honor? No. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows that Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense had a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Powers. We have to consider that possibility also. Allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony? No need to ask twice. I saw go to the studio before that was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. That was it? Why'd you continue? So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be this Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Yeah, I should. I saw go to the studio before that was Will Powers. No one else went there. you
Objection!
Shut up. The witness has answered the question. No, she hasn't. Anyone going to the studio had to pass by the witness. Not true. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy. Well, put back sure has balls. Yeah, she's got balls, right? Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely. Guard station. That's true, before 1 p.m. Why everyone was in the employee area before that? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. No. Okay, 25%. The guide now.
Objection!
Your Honor. That statement contradicts his evidence. It does. I don't see anything contradicting. Huh? Really? Come on. In Studio 2. Oops. Yeah, I would have seen them. Would you have? Quite, Sonny. Nobody's suspicious when you pass by home. Nobody's suspicious when you're right. What else went there? You don't know that.
Hold it!
No. I already did this. What? Oh my gosh. Okay. What am I missing? Here's what I'm thinking. She's saying she was running errands before 1 p.m. But then she says she was watching them reverse before 1 p.m. Why can't I call her out on that? What am I missing? What am I missing? That's right. But you don't know. Wait. Why is this not abducted? This photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture? And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Well, you're gonna be in a hole in the ground in, I don't know, maybe got a year max. Right, anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words, October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says, photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Order. Please tell the court what you mean by this. Is it not ridiculously obvious? Whatever. I'll explain it to you. not one but two people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for one photo. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Maybe someone with access, the security lady herself. You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. The camera on the gate fired twice. That means two people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to me. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help. Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Mrs. Oldbag? Now he doesn't have a problem calling her that. Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai. Well, yes, I suppose you... She was in the nude. I see. Your testimony, please. The other person. Okay. Every day after I finish my car duties, I have one other important job to do. Go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first... Please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other person up to, yep. Well, any photos aren't suspicious looking, you see. Exactly determine what isn't suspicious looking. Well, you can tell by looking at their faces for the most part. This is a murder trial, Mrs. Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch that suspicious looking Will Powers photo, did I? Please use me to say your words. Think of it now. I remember throwing out one photo. Wait a second, didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain. I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids? So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. Hold on, I just had to tab out and check something. The game cannot crash here. Why, man? Oh, thank goodness. I don't know, it's just the game froze. And it froze on a particular scene where I was like, for a second, It's Twitch Studio is not responding. Okay, I'm not tapping out anymore. Avoid second and third grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Caution, boy, you're quite heavy. I don't know. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Yeah, good idea. October 18th, 11:08 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Turn the light on. So I don't look like such a ghost. Mr. Powers. Yes. Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio, I was sleeping, honest. Steel Samurai in that security photo. How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked off and taken it, really. You don't have cameras in there? Well, I guess that's interesting. Why does it keep freezing? Downloading sleeping dogs in the background. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? You're the only likely suspect right now. What are we gonna do? We're gonna accuse that girl. First, we play the one. Start targeting someone else and see who may have done this. Right. What is causing this performance? My hair looks like shit. It's flat. Can I get to style it completely today? Cause I gotta let me pause the sleeping dogs installation. Cause that's definitely. Don't stop the download. Just pause it. I'm at 74%, okay? It'll take them so long to shoot this down. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might become spot. Hey Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. Is that me? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial, Mr. Willpower. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. There's still no one else that could have committed this crime. So we're just taking her word for it that this other person was attending. I mean, she is definitely lying, because there's no way that they can be somebody to defend who's guilty. I don't believe it. Anyways, I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. It's that girl. Interesting. Not sure who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. Is that not all you do? If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. How is anybody obviously innocent? The stakes weren't high enough. So who was this person other than Mr. Powers? samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai is in the picture, really the assistant. No! No, that's not what I'm saying.
Objection!
I'm saying she was the one on camera with like 10-year-old boy. You're serious? You got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Doesn't lame mean somebody who's like mentally slow? Uh-oh, bad feelings. The testimony concerning Powers' injury. Well, hold on. Those pants are obviously way too long for whoever's wearing the costume. How is the poor hammer wearing the costume? Oh, and me? What about the assistant? She's beating up backdrop. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Powers' injury. She could look the Steel Samurai look with that costume. What? Is that a translation error? Is it saying she could look like the Steel Samurai with that costume? She couldn't walk the Steel... Oh, okay. But she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped. No, wait! She gotta take the leg down, wouldn't it? Hold on, hold on! No. More chance, yeah. It was the grade school boy. Why isn't anyone saying anything? You seriously suggesting the boy did it, Mr. Wright? Grade school boy kills veteran action star with spear. For one thing, the murder weapon was with the Steel Samurai. Care to explain just how the boy would have obtained it from him? Maybe that was done with maybe. Oh, absolutely. Come on. I think all my reasoning makes sense. It was the security lady, Windy Oldback. Ooh. Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There's only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldback. What? What person? Still skeptical about other girl. That's true, Oldback. Oldback? That's Miss Oldback. Miss Oldback was standing guard alone at the main gate. She's by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her pose to steal the Steel Samurai costume. They gotta stop using the two different versions of steel. Then slipped into the Studio 1 to see go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume. She knew Hammer at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. Retrointroductive reason, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here, Sherlock Holmes the second. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounced? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? So you all think I did it? Is that it? That boy don't just sit there, do something. It's my little maybe not my chance to take this the whole way. Okay, hold on. What can I press further about? Yeah, break in the shaft. Bad yet. I'm trying to the very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case used to cast doubt on Mrs. Oldback's actions found that day. Why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? Forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Did it now win back as one of the suspects? No hard feelings. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the boy, the one whose photo I engraved? You showed me a grade for the window as you check her grade. That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Here's my thoughts. I suggested that earlier, and you guys all laughed at me, and now all of a sudden you're listening to it because she's trying to defer it on somebody else. But when I try to defer it on somebody else, then I'm the problem. So, all I want to say is I'm trying to stop swearing, but Mr. Judge, look, that boy's not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders day? Sometimes the writing in this game is hard for me to keep up. Or is it be nice to your kids and mean to your elders day? One person after. I should have put that in quotes. I have proof. Proof? Indeed, then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder? I mean, if we're talking about how heavy this is... Your Honor, the murder weapon was the samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? Windbag. Speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy. What was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait a second. I'm not gonna just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me. I'm talking. Oh. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. This is old bag. What is this all about? You omitted something from your testimony? No, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? I hope? You mean, it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. Yep, in Studio 2. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. If people are accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. So you lied under court, under oath. You committed perjury. I mean, you should be arrested for that, but whatever. There's old bag. This is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. This isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. There were some other people in the studios. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. Director? You should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So, where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. It was a Studio 2? We knew this. Look at the guide now. Here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. That's when the monkey's head was swallowed up. Yes. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I asked all my questions, but... I don't think I have. So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been in the studios that day. Hold it! Soul bag, this is a trial for murder. I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. So you got your bonus, you still got it. You got bribed to commit perjury. And I think I got it all. We have learned there were others at the Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's claim. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness Old Bag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. He's fuming. I understand, Your Honor. This ends today's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. October 18th, 1:04 p.m. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Oh, really, it's nothing. Or should I... We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. To find out more about this director, so we can come to the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. Wasn't that Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been Old Witness? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor little windbag. I'm kind of sorry for her. I don't. She committed perjury for a bribe. She wasn't winning any points in there with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks guys. This guy. That is as good a place as any. And this episode, let me save. And I kind of want to stream Sleeping Dogs, so I might do that. Thanks for watching, guys. I will soon finish this game, I promise. Peace.